That one got some hands, and the kill will go to Savannah Bray. And they built the lead to 2 at 5-3. They go through their substitutions. Before setter Callaway Kaysen be ready to serve. Middle block worked. Sent backwards. Part of that process was Parsons. Biggest lead for Mizuno at 6-3 here in set number 1. Good short set, and the kill was put away by Ruprecht, the South Carolina commit, for the 4th point for Legacy. Christine Audette is going to be playing at Tufts College, serving for Legacy. And from the middle, the swing is put down by Ruprecht, the future Gamecock, and it's the 6-5, set 1. And Audette will serve again. Legacy Volleyball out of Detroit. Service there provides a free point to A5. Serving for Mizuno, Savannah Bray. Behind the back set to Ruprecht, could not terminate. Sent over by McGee. Played out of the crowd nicely. What an effort by Strachan. A running start doesn't work for Innes. And she will eventually get the kill. So an athletic rally to say the least, but it's back up to a 3-point lead for A5 at 8-5. And it's Bray serving again. That one looked long out of her hands, and it was for a service there and a free point for Legacy. Since Paige Galentine back to serve, she's committed to Tennessee Chattanooga with the jump serve. Handled by the libero in the back row. Running swing by McGee. Up and around the block for Kendall Murray to get the point for Legacy. So again, not much separation here in our first set. Back to a 1-point game. And Audette serving again. With the running swing was Innes. Double block at the net. They'll go cross court, and it was put down. A single block by Russo. That's 3 straight points by Legacy. After 2 in a row by A5, we're tied at 8. Galentine serving again, but a free point to A5 Mizuno. It's been a busy Sunday and Monday morning for these teams to get to the 18 Elite Championship. Again, we started this event with 633 total teams, down to 2 in this bracket. The tip nearly dropped. Good effort by Bray. Played back over by Murray. Bray was able to save. Cross-court set for Murray. Sent up by Kaysen. Well, that was kept alive. Murray had to find her. And again, Murray covering a lot of court. The left-handed put-down shot wouldn't drop to the floor. And a good dig by Galentine in the back row. Murray went cross-court, dug up nicely by McGee. And it's long. Point Legacy. And we're tied at 9. That was a powerful athletic rally. Ellie Ruprecht. And that assist them is A5, and they're just going to have to hope to play it over, and they do from Ratliff, barely. And a left-handed swing sent down by Russo. Left-handed swing from the right pin and a point for Legacy, and it's a 10-9 lead. And Ruprecht serving again. Into the middle, Ratliff able to elevate and hammer one down. Tied again, even to 10. And it sends Emily Hodson back to serve for Mizuno. A5 Mizuno, Scott Volleyball Club. Kendall Murray again. Able to keep the points coming for Legacy. So Legacy leading by 1 with Alex Russo, a Northwestern future Wildcat, serving. Cross court set. Hit by McGee. Played up nicely by Legacy. Murray went into the net. There was a double block there, and she hammered one for the attack here. We were tied at 8, tied at 9, tied at 10, and now tied at 11. McGee serving. Big swing by Murray doesn't result in a kill. Played backwards by A5. May have been a net violation, regardless of point to Legacy. Kendall Murray set to serve for the ladies from Detroit. From the middle, that was a big swing by Sasha Ratliff. So very little separation indeed. Ratliff now serving. Double block at the net, sent one back on the swing from Strachan. And the block again went out of bounds, and the point to A5. So it continues. Sasha Ratliff behind the service line for Mizuno. Big swing from King, barely got a piece of it, maybe with her finger. But Legacy able to win the point. We're tied again. Kennedy Dolmage headed off to Oakland to play volleyball, serving as the libero. Blocked nicely by King, kept alive by A5, sent over. And put down from the middle by Ruprecht. So it's Legacy back up by a point as they've run off the last two. One got some hand. Dug by Murray. A swing from the middle. Dug by Mizuno. Nearly sent to the floor by Taggart, but kept alive. Dolmich, I think, had the dig. The set frustration. Hit the tape, rolled over, and dropped. And a 2-point Legacy lead. And a service there gives one of those points back. Set to serve is Callaway Kaysen. It's one of those names you check to make sure it isn't reversed. Good clean set. What a tap over by Lauren King. Able to get a great vertical to be able to see down and just tap it with her left hand to the floor. And it's a 16-14 Legacy lead in their serve. See if anybody can get some separation, and it won't happen there. Innes with the kill from the middle. Good swing, finding a lot of real estate right in the center of the floor. And it'll drop Savannah Bray back to serve for Mizuno. Entertaining set one here in the 18 Elite Championship. In the Triple Crown NIT, it jousted the net briefly. Won by Stration and Legacy. And entering and set to serve is Paige Galentine. She'll be off to Tennessee Chattanooga for her college volleyball. It's rolled over briefly. Now an attack from the middle, and Kendall Murray didn't find the block and was able to pound one to the floor. And a timeout. Legacy has run out an 18-15 lead here in set number one of the 18 Elite Championship. Starting a little bit late after the 14U's played to 3 sets with Dynasty out of Kansas City, Kansas, able to repeat after they won a year ago as the 13th. In fact, our winners last year, the 12 Elite, Nebraska Premier, 13 Elite was Dynasty Black. In the 14 bracket, it was Texas Advantage. In this bracket a year ago, it was Legacy. 16 Elite, T Street out of California, Top Select out of Florida won the 17s. Serving again is Legacy and Galentine. Cross-court set, got some hands, and provided a much-needed point for A5. So they're back to within 2, 18-16, set one. Serving for Mizuno will be the libero, Bukovic. Nearly dumped to the floor. Left-handed swing by Russo again. They got some height at the net, does Legacy at this point. Russo tries to set up Murray. Sent straight up by Dolmage. Another swing from Murray. Handled nicely by Mizuno. And the block will put it down, but played over by Ratliff. What an effort. And on the slide, getting some hands and a kill was Ruprecht. So it's up to a 3-point lead for Legacy. Ruprecht serving again. A5 tries to get a swing from the middle with Ratliff. Just tapped over from the middle. Getting the running tip and dropping one in is Kendall Murray. Good vision. Able to go up and over and down for the 20th point for the ladies from Michigan. And a timeout called by Mizuno. One point, Mizuno had an 8-5 lead in this first set. Since that point, we were tied at 8, then tied at 9 and 10, tied at 11 and 12, tied at 13. And only lately has there been just a little separation to the largest lead for Legacy at 20-16. Trying to claim the ever so important first set to play with house's money, so to speak, going forward for the second and then maybe the third. So Ruprecht serving. And that one was not handled by Bray, and it ends up in the Tiki Hut. And the lead has grown to 5 as Ruprecht continues to rack up the points. Going to play her volleyball in the SEC, South Carolina. Mizuno needs a point, and they get an answer on the kill from the middle by Sasha Ratliff, who's shown some ups and her leaping ability. Emily Hodson, the setter, serving for Mizuno, trying to get a run for her team, down 4, late set 1. Behind the back set was dropped right down, the double block with Ratliff, and McGee worked back-to-back points by Mizuno. And it's a 3-point set one. Hodson serving again. Trying for the ace, but missing by a little bit out of bounds for the service there. So Legacy within 3 points as Alexa Russo, the southpaw, gets ready to serve again. She'll be off to the Big Ten Northwestern. Mizuno needs a good swing. It'll be sent backwards. Point Legacy. And antenna's still moving. Official's going to make sure that's in place. Russo serving again. The tip nearly worked. Off her backside, played by Dolmage. Sent up by Russo. Murray with a swing. Another swing coming from McGee. High up into the sky, and a bump set by Russo. And an attack error by Murray. A huge point for A5, otherwise we would have reached set point here in our first. Hayden McGee off to UT Chattanooga, the same school where Paige Galentine will be off and playing her college volleyball, going head-to-head today in this 18 Elite Championship. So dangerous from the middle was King. Dug by Galentine. Another swing this time from Murray. Mizuno looking to terminate. What a dig by Galentine. Up and down, the tip works from Ratliff. And it's a 3-point set. Hayden McGee continues to serve for Mizuno. Barely cleared the tape. Off the slide and terminating is Megan Dabrowski, future Mountaineer at West Virginia. And it is set point here in set one. Legacy looking to end it. Kendall Murray about to serve. Future Michigan Wolverine is Murray. A5 trying to stay alive. And the block will work for Legacy, and Legacy will claim set one, 25-20 in the 18 Elite Championship. We'll switch sides and come back to the Convention Center in Kansas City in a moment. Back at the Convention Center, set 2 after Legacy won the first one 25-20 in this 18 elite matchup. So we switch sides. Legacy in the black, A5 Mizuno out of Atlanta in the white. A do or die second set for A5. Second of our 3 telecasts today. Dynasty won the 14 elite earlier. Running a little bit late before we get to the 16U championship to follow. And Emily Hodson will serve for Mizuno, A5. Towards Legacy in set 2. And off and rolling. Here we go. Dug by Taggart. And the swing drops from Lauren King from the middle. First point goes to Legacy here in our second set. Serving again is Kendall Murray, who finished off our first set. On the slide, the swing from Ratliff. Kept alive by Legacy. Sent back by Kate Strachan. She's off to Cornell. And she makes it a 2-0 Legacy lead for the ladies out of Michigan. Murray continues to serve. Long serve and played up out of the back row by Bray. Legacy celebrated. They thought they had a point. It was given to Mizuno. Strong swing, but that one was way long, and we're tied at 2. Set to serve is Hayden McGee. Quick point given to A5. So they've gone from down 2-0 to up 3-2. King tried to tap it over. Sent back. Big swing. How about that dig? Sent back by Murray. Setting up for a big swing was Taggart's. Great effort by the libero. Tipped up and over and down from Ratliff. We've seen her elevate and kill. This time she went with the tip. And that is a 4-0 run from A5. And continuing to serve with Hayden McGee. And there's the answer, and a quick termination from Lauren King in the middle. So Legacy needed that point, if nothing, to end the 4-0 run. Now they'll be back behind the service line with Kennedy Dalmage. A5 looking to get right back on track. Big swing by Ratliff, handled by Legacy. Sent over from the back row by Murray. Played out of the net nicely, and then dropped right down. It's a double block, but Ruprecht got both hands on it. And we're tied at 4 here in set 2 after Legacy won the first set, 25-20. That one right at the tape, poked by Bray. Point given to A5. So the ladies out of Atlanta back in front. Here's Ratliff. Was it in? It was. Point Legacy. Set to serve is Christine Audette. Off again to Tufts to play her college volleyball. A5 has some real good swings here in our second set. That one went up in the rafters. It ends up in the seats. And A5 wins it. So Mizuno needs to win this one, playing with even more aggressiveness here in this second set. Callaway Kaysen serving towards Legacy. Tough swing with an angle from Strachan. Now Bray tried to poke one over, and the point to Legacy, and we're tied again, even at 6. Tied at 4, 5, and now 6. Brief delay, a fan had a light on the phone as they were filming. So we're back off and rolling here in the second set with Galentine serving. Bumped over by Bray. Good dig by McGee. She'll roll one over from the middle. The tip was sent right back down by Parsons. Cross-court swing is out of bounds. Murray couldn't keep it in play. Back in front goes A5, leading 7-6. Serving is Savannah Bray. And unable to dig it was Valkovic. Tied again, even at 7. Ruprecht serving to A5. From the middle, big swing, kept alive. Awkward tap, but played over by Murray to win the point. So 8-7 our score. And a service there gives a free point to Mizuno. So we continue. Yeah, very little separation as Valkovic serves. And unable to keep it alive with a great effort was Callaway Kaysen. Legacy wins that point. Bodies on the deck, 9-8. And now it's Russo. She hits one into the net, so it's been a couple of errors by Legacy in the last 2 minutes, and we're tied again, tied at 9. So we were tied at 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, and 4. Emily Hodson serving. Strong swing and a kill. (10-9) Legacy leading. Serving again is Murray. This one's going to have to be saved and done nicely. Nearly out of bounds. The swing, was it in? Yes, it was. Lauren King, and our up official said it got some hands, so whether it was in or not results in a point and a little bit of separation, if you will. 11-9 Legacy leading. Remember, Legacy won the first set 25-20. A5 needs some good swing, and there's the first, they hope, of many from Hayden McGee. So an answer from A5, 11-10, and now back serving is McGee. McGee going to UT Chattanooga. She gets the service ace. So tied at 11. Long set and a swing from Strachan. When they've needed some swings, Legacy's gotten a few big ones from Lauren King in the middle. And the libero, Kennedy Dolmich, will play at Oakland. Served one to A5. How about that kill from Ratliff? She's been dynamic at times in this match. Tied at 12 and Ratliff back to serve. She's going to play college volleyball in San Diego. Legacy gets an answer. And a quick kill and a termination. And a 13-12 Legacy lead. Sets up Audette to serve back to A5 Mizuno organization out of Atlanta. From the middle. Over and down from Savannah Bray, who's going to play at Army. It's going to be a cadet, 13-13. Callaway Kaysen serving. Second set tied at 13. Played up by Bray. Nearly sent down. Kept alive, but it's out of bounds. Russo poked it with the right arm, up and over, but out. 14-13 Mizuno. Callaway her second serve. And another kill from the middle. Ruprecht got the swing and terminates. Knots things up once again. Paige Galentine serving. Good strong serve. Bray tried to answer, it came right back at her. Back-to-back points for Legacy, and they're up one. A little more than halfway through set two. Boy, this one's right there for a kill. And Russo's eyes got big as she swung that left arm and hit it to the floor. 2 points in the second set has been a lot of separation, but A5 tries to answer. Out of system here as Bray plays it over. Sent over with a bump by Murray. Bray gets another swing. Great effort by Dolmich. Sent over on three by Galentine. Tip doesn't work. And that one off the hands of Callaway. And it goes for the 17th point for Legacy, and a timeout by A5. So again, our first set went to Legacy, 25-20 in the early portions of set two. A5 had a strong effort, but Legacy has started to come around, and in fact, a 4-0 run has not hurt the cause at all as they have gone from down a point to up three, trying to win this second set. Our third and final match televised from the Convention Center in Kansas City will be the 16 Elite Championship Arizona Storm against Club Ignite Select, and that's what will take place following the conclusion of this one, and A5 Mizuno hoping that is later than sooner. Been a good run by Galentine, though, serving for the ladies from Detroit, Legacy Volleyball Club. From the middle, Innes got the swing through the block and down. A much needed point for A5. Ends the 4-0 run. So Savannah Bray out of that front row, back to serve now for Mizuno. Nearly an ace. What a dig by Audette. Swings out of bounds though. Back-to-back points for Mizuno. Bray back continuing to serve for A5. 18 Elite Championship. Legacy can win if they could take set 2. That rolled on the tape and drop, but played by McGee. That went over and down, so a 3-0 run quickly after the timeout by A5. So from 17-14 to 17 apiece. See if Legacy has an answer. Looked like that might be heading out of bounds off the block, but it was played up and then off the arm of the libero. And a timeout by Legacy after they've seen their 4-0 run, answered by one of A5's own making, a 4-0. A must-win set 2 for A5. And they have come back for an 18-17 lead after Legacy claims set 1, 25-20. Nice run by Savannah Bray, future Army cadet. Great dig by the libero. Left-handed swing by Russo is dug by Bray. McGee had that one sent back. Much needed point for Legacy, tied at 18. Back-to-back 4-0 runs for each team. Ellie Ruprecht back serving. A directional serve there. See if Legacy can run up their second straight point. They will. A kill off the hands from Kendall Murray. 19-18. Ruprecht stays behind that service line. Had to be tipped over on 3. Legacy gets the swing and down. Got some hands. Drop for point number 20. Timeout A5 as they now trail by 2, getting towards the later portions of a must-win second set. Legacy a year ago won this age grouping. They won the 18 Elite with a different set of young women. Trying to go back-to-back with a different group here in 2020 with a Triple Crown Volleyball NIT from the Convention Center in Kansas City. It started with 633 teams. We're down to 2, 18 elites. Ruprecht maintains her serving position. Zuno could use an answer. Bray with a strong swing from the back row and then gets the dig. McGee goes wide. A5 wanted some hands. They aren't going to get it. 21-18. And Ruprecht on the serve again. Point Mizuno. Bukovic, serve for A5. See if they have another answer. Bump set, and a chance for a swing from the pins, off the hands, into the seats. 22nd point for Legacy. Every point now for A5 becomes even more critical. Alexa Russo serving. And hammered to the floor by Innes. coming off that right pin with a big swing, and it's 22-20. It'll also send Emily Hodson back to serve, heading off to Wofford to be a Terrier. Serve was not handled well by Legacy, and then still put down with the swing from Kendall Murray. Our broadcast setup was in play right there. Murray with the jump serve. A5 have to play it over with a back row swing. Sent back by Lauren King. A5 gets the point. Net still bouncing around after that one. And the infraction. Hayden McGee serving with her team down 2. A5 gets an answer from the middle. No. Point was given to A5. So it's 23-22. That was a huge swing. Otherwise, Legacy would have been at match point. Instead, it's a 1-point lead. There's a timeout. Legacy again a 25-20 set 1 win. Our 14 Elite Championship went to 3 sets. With Dynasty winning. We'll find out if we're heading to a 3rd set. If A5 can rally again, down 23-20, now 23-22 after winning the last 2 points. Hayden McGee continuing to serve. Good strong serve. Swing from King is down. She thought she had the previous point. She gets that one. Set point, match point, 24-22 Legacy. And the libero, Kennedy Dolmage, heading off to Oakland, serving. A5 needs a point. Gray with the big swing, and they get it. It remains set point, but Ratliff has a chance to tie things up at 24. Ratliff ready. And Legacy completely out of system, just plays it over. Called for a double. So from set point to tie. Tied at 24. And again, they didn't handle the Ratliff serve well. And now we're at set point for Mizuno. 3-0 run. They have not handled any of her serves well. This time a little bit better in system, but had to settle for a tip. Answered. Tied again. Nice run by Ratliff behind the service line. Here's Audette. Bray hammers one down again. Back to set point for A5. Set to serve is Kaysen. Set point for Mizuno. This one's up there to put down. And Legacy avoids losing the second set, tied again. It's Paige Galentine serving with this second set, tied at 26. Legacy able to keep it alive. Bray hit it in the air, tapped alive, sent over. Dump didn't quite work. The swing there was a well-placed effort by Russo. We're at match point again for Legacy. Galentine trying to win it for Legacy out of Detroit. It is headed sent back, and Legacy wins the 18 Elite of the Triple Crown Volleyball NIT. Boy, there was some drama towards the end of the second set, but Legacy wins it, taking set 2, 28-26 after winning the first set 25-20. So Legacy won the Elite last year at the 18 age bracket, and they win it again. They were at match point before they themselves were in danger of losing the second set before winning 28-26. So one more to go. Dynasty won the 14s. Legacy claimed the 18 Elites. The 16s coming up. It'll be the Arizona Storm and Club Ignite Select. So for now, from the Convention Center in Kansas City, we'll see you in a few for our 16 Elite coming up in about 20 minutes.